Budget cameras that pack a lot of zoom but still fit easily into a front pocket are very popular, and that's exactly what the Canon PowerShot SX720 HS sets out to be. But just because it ticks all those boxes doesn't necessarily make it a great camera. In fact, it's actually a camera you should avoid in favor of the competition. The SX720 is the replacement for last year's SX710, and the two cameras are extremely similar. The only major difference is the 40x zoom on the SX720, which is up from 30x on the SX710. More zoom may sound like a good thing, but there's a big problem with adding zoom without also improving a camera's image sensor. And that's precisely what happened with the SX720. It has the same 20 megapixel 1/2.3 inch sensor as its predecessor, which means any shots you take at 40x zoom are gonna look lousy. Aside from the zoom, the camera is relatively normal for a sub $400 point and shoot. It has a cluster of controls on the back, a stationary 3-inch LCD, and no viewfinder. On a bright day, it could be a struggle to fight glare on the LCD, but that's a common problem on cameras that don't offer a tilting screen. The camera does have a couple of features that help it stand out. Its continuous shooting mode clocks in at about 6.3 photos per second, which is decent for a camera in this price range, and Canon does include Wi-Fi and NFC that enable you to pair this camera with your smartphone. If you don't go wild with zoom, the images shot on the SX720 aren't too bad. Photos taken at a wide angle are relatively sharp, but zooming past 20 times resulted in a significant drop in image quality. These images may be fine for posting on Facebook, but if you want to make prints or enhance them in Photoshop, you're going to notice the lack of detail. When you consider the fact that using extra zoom doesn't result in good images, then it's nearly impossible to justify going with the SX720 over its predecessor, the SX710. So this is our advice. Don't be enticed by the 40x zoom logo on the box of the SX720. Save yourself some cash and go with the Canon SX710 instead. Or look for the Nikon Coolpix S9900 or Panasonic Lumix ZS60, both of which also top out around 30x zoom. You'll get better all-around performance from any of these cameras, and you'll rarely, if ever, miss having that extra bit of zoom.